What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. And today I have a very exciting model review for you all. Today we're going to be taking a look at the engine models 1 to 400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Imua One livery. I really hope you all are excited for today's video. You all know the drill. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. We'll bring it back here momentarily. Let's take a look at the box. So yet another amazing state livery special from NG. They did a spectacular job on this one. I'm really impressed. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the box. Boeing 737-800 right here. Here's the back. So the New Mexico flag is rather simple. You have this design here on the front, and then the rest of the flag here is just a nice kind of yellow, orangish color. I'm not sure exactly what you'd want to call it there. Really dark yellow, so you can see that here. Then of course you have the Southwest titles right here. Registration is November 8655 Delta, New Mexico One NG logo, Boeing copyright, along with the 1 to 400 scale. It's a really pretty box. They did a good job here utilizing the flag to its fullest potential, as you would expect them to. The back of the box very similar to the front, so that looks very good right there. So let's go ahead and bring her in. So again, New Mexico One here on the 737-800. So really big release here, as Gemini Jets hasn't done this aircraft since the 700 and the Desert Tail. So it's been a very long time since we've had a New Mexico One release, and nobody ever did it with the Canyon Blue Tail. So this is a big time model to get, as this is my first time having New Mexico One here in the collection. And again, it's an absolutely stupendous model with the various characteristics of it. At initial impression, I thought that the color was going to be a little too dark, but it turned out to be just right here off the NG stock photos, that is, because of the saturation they added and the lighting and all of those various characteristics. So this aircraft's looking spectacular, and I'm really excited to take a look at it because the NG 737 mold is incredible. I really want to do a count up sometime of how many models I have of what airlines and how many models I have of what molds. So that would be a fun video to pursue here in the future, and I hope that I'll get the opportunity to work on that, because that would be really cool. So as I get the camera positioned here and lined up, let's go ahead and take a look at the NG New Mexico One 737-800. Let's take a look, guys. So as you can see right here, you got the cockpit windows along with the nose cone right here. Then you got the pitot tube along with the New Mexico One titles. Here's nose landing gear door, which look really nice. Again, the color looks really nice, so it'll be easier to see in the back, but even from the initial impression here in the front, you can see it's kind of that nice mid-tone yellow, which is awesome. Maybe a little bit darker than bright yellow, obviously, but it looks really nice. Here's the L1 door along with the slash, and of course you got the window and the levers, so that all looks really good. And then you got the heart logo there as well. And then again, the New Mexico flag is very simple. So here in the middle, you have this design. So it's a circle with some lines off of it representing the state of New Mexico, which is in the southwestern region. It's awesome to see. Southwest, we know the drill, but I'm going to mention it just for fun and to keep congruent with other reviews. All of this is economy, so that's awesome to see. Then, of course, you got an antenna down there, and I'll get you a better view when we take a look at the bottom. And there's one over here on the right as well. Then you got the CFM56, which is one of the best parts about the mold, as always. The sizing is amazing. They always do a really good job leveling it and also keeping it with some nice ground clearance. So there's the fan blades. Overall, it looks really good. Here's kind of a nice front look I like looking at from this perspective. You can really get a good look there at the leading edge light along with the slats, which is the next portion of the aircraft. Also, can't forget about the engine detail right there with the red line and the various other panels. That's really nice. Flap slats and speed brakes look great. The Scimitars, I wish Southwest would add a little bit more character to them, which is would be nice to see the color and all of that on these winglets. Unfortunately, it looks like mine has a little bit of a dent right there, but not a big deal. I'm honestly surprised I'm just now noticing that. I'm trying to see, it's not like a scratch, it's just an actual indentation, which is unfortunate, but not a huge deal there. So definitely okay to say the least. And especially if you're looking at it from this angle, you're not really going to notice. It's only from where the actual dent is, if that makes sense. Main landing gear also had the yellow on them, so that's really nice, along with the piece off of that. I'm not sure what that piece is called, but it is really cool that it has the yellow on it too. Also, the back of the engines look really nice. You got both the antennas as you would expect. Back of the aircraft is as you would expect here with the Wi-Fi box, and then you got the last antenna before the registration. My camera mount is not doing its best today. I was trying to get it adjusted properly, and it just completely kaplunked right there. So unfortunate times indeed. Let's zoom out and try to get this back in focus. In the meantime, it just doesn't really want to focus from any other positions today, so apologies about that. Anyways, the registration is November 8655 Delta. You can see the 8655 right there on the top left of the L2 door, which has the same details as L1, so that's awesome to see. US flag in the Southwest tail, that looks really good. Oddly enough, this seems like it has the same blue that the Max 8 has, which has a really dark color, so that's pretty interesting to note. But I'd much rather have it on the tail where it's hard to notice, opposed to the Max 8, which is obviously very easy to notice when it's the full fuselage. Horizontal stabilizers, APU, the rest of the detail looks really good. They did a good job there. Right side, you all could probably guess the only difference. We got that baggage door and a couple other panels, so good job here by NG for representing those here in general. Let's hope that the camera mount won't fall. It about did right there. There we go. Okay. So the top of the aircraft, very simple. You got that antenna, the beacon, the Wi-Fi box, and the other antenna, which looks really good. And awesome. Well, I don't know what it is today. It's like my mount's just wearing out. I'll just show you. It's this K Jewelers jewelry piece, and this has always been good for leveling, but it seems like that, you know, the connecting piece is starting to really wear out. That's the second time that's fell in one video, so I'll try to keep my eye on it and try not to be as hard on the table. Hopefully it won't fall again. So again, as you can see, here's the bottom where you have the red right there coming across. You get the Southwest heart, the air inlets, definitely the best part. Can't believe a narrow body has air inlets actually engraved. That's really cool. And again, looks really good. They did a really good job here and it looks absolutely fantastic. The bottom of the wing details also very sufficient too. So yes, this is a really great model here. NG Models did a really good job. I haven't done much of this lately, but what I like to do with these sometimes is just bring them up here and put them on the box, kind of give it a different look. So yeah, really good job here by NG. They did a stupendous job with the effort on this airplane. I think it looks really nice, and I would highly recommend it to any of you that are looking for a good Southwest special. They're all good by NG, but this one's certainly very valuable because there isn't really any Gemini version to go with it yet, at least. I think they might have it as a future release. I can't remember, but obviously there was never one in the Canyon Blue or any of that, so definitely not going to have many iterations of this out in the public. So would recommend getting it if you are interested in it. Again, it's a really nice airplane. Color looks really good. That was the one part that I was kind of wondering about. It's a little bit lighter in real life than what you're seeing on the camera right now. And again, it's not bad by any means, so there's certainly no problem with it either way, or just in general, however you want to swing it. So again, really cool model. Give it a little 360 for fun. And we don't get to look at the 737 from every perspective on every single review, so just kind of taking a look there at the various components of it. Getting it back into the good light right there, as you can see. Here's kind of a rear section of it too. We were there for a while, kind of got out of the groove. That was my fault, but we were doing each side of it like this. So just kind of turning it there to kind of get a little bit of that vibe going. This depends on the mold. I guess on the aircraft that I don't get to review very often, the molds that I need to do more of that. So I definitely will try to do some more of that going into the future. And again, just looking at the various components, it's certainly a stupendous mold and looks really nice. So I haven't got to see the 800 yet. I've only seen Nevada one, so I'm very hopeful to get to see this one here in the near future too. Again, really pretty plane, glad to have it, and it's an awesome model, and I'd highly recommend it for any of your collections. So, with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.